This just shocked the entire United States. People literally cannot believe what happened tonight. One of America's biggest television eras has officially come to an end. And now millions of viewers across the country are reacting emotionally. After witnessing a farewell nobody expected to feel this powerful. Micro-pause, what started as a normal late-night episode suddenly transformed into one of the most emotional moments in television history. And the internet completely exploded. Because after more than a decade on air, Stephen Colbert has officially signed off from the Late Show. But according to early reactions online, that this wasn't just another TV finale. Many viewers are calling it the end of an entire era of American late-night entertainment. And what happened during the final moments of the show is now going viral all across social media. Intro 15 for 5 sec, and what's coming out now is making the situation even more emotional. If you follow American entertainment news, this is one update you absolutely cannot afford to miss. After 11 years, more than 1,800 episodes, hundreds of celebrity interviews, countless viral political monologues, and years of dominating late-night television, Stephen Colbert officially said goodbye to millions of viewers. From New York's legendary Ed Sullivan Theater. But here's the thing nobody expected. The final episode was packed with emotional surprises, unexpected celebrity appearances, political reactions, nostalgic callbacks, and one unforgettable performance that left viewers speechless. And now people everywhere are asking the same question. Why did one of America's biggest late-night shows suddenly come to an end? Was it really just about money? Or is there a much bigger story behind the scenes? Tonight, we're breaking down everything you missed, every emotional moment, every viral reaction, and the shocking details now being discussed all across the country. Main story begins. For over a decade, Stephen Colbert became one of the most recognizable faces on American television. Night after night, millions of viewers tuned in to watch his sharp humor, political commentary, celebrity interviews, and emotional storytelling. For many fans, The Late Show wasn't just entertainment. It became part of their nightly routine, and over time, Colbert developed one of the most loyal audiences in all of television. But now, that chapter has officially closed. Thursday night's final episode marked the end of a massive television journey. And from the very beginning of the broadcast, viewers could already feel something emotional was coming. The energy inside the Ed Sullivan Theater felt completely different. The audience was louder. The emotions felt heavier. And even before Colbert walked onto the stage, fans online were already posting emotional tributes. Some viewers admitted they grew up watching him. Others said his monologues helped them through difficult political years. And many simply could not believe this moment had finally arrived. Because for years, people assumed Stephen Colbert would continue hosting The Late Show for a very long time. But according to reports, the cancellation announcement came months earlier and immediately created controversy. CBS described the decision as purely financial, but that explanation quickly triggered debate online. Some viewers accepted it, others absolutely did not, because Colbert had become one of the loudest critics of Donald Trump in late-night television. And naturally, that created political tension over the years. Soon after the cancellation announcement, that social media exploded with reactions. Celebrities began speaking out. Fans demanded answers. And suddenly, the story became much bigger than just television ratings. It became part of a national cultural conversation. The final episode. But now let's talk about the final episode itself. Because according to viewers online, the finale delivered emotional moment after emotional moment. And the first major surprise came through celebrity appearances. One by one, famous stars appeared throughout the night. Ryan Reynolds showed up. Bryan Cranston appeared. Paul Rudd joined the celebration. And each appearance reminded viewers just how massive Colbert's influence had become over the years. Some celebrities joked. Others became emotional. And several moments instantly started trending online. But then came the appearance that truly changed the atmosphere inside the theater. Paul McCartney walked onto the stage, and the audience completely erupted. The applause became deafening. Fans stood up instantly. And for a moment, the entire theater felt frozen in time. Because this was not just another celebrity guest. This was one of the biggest music legends in history. And what happened next made the finale unforgettable. Paul McCartney's emotional moment during the interview segment. Paul McCartney spoke about his childhood, music, memories, and his connection to America. The conversation felt warm, personal, nostalgic, and emotional. Then came one line that instantly grabbed attention online, that McCartney reflected on how the Beatles once viewed the United States. He described America as the land of the free and the greatest democracy, and viewers immediately began discussing the deeper meaning behind those words. Some saw it as hopeful, others viewed it politically. But almost everyone agreed on one thing. The moment felt incredibly powerful, and then came the final performance. Paul McCartney began performing the Beatles' classic Hello, Goodbye, and suddenly the entire theater transformed. The audience sang along. Colbert smiled emotionally. Members of the Late Show crew joined the stage, and viewers watching from home realized they were witnessing television history, because this performance carried a much deeper meaning. It wasn't random. It symbolized goodbye, the end of an era, a farewell to years of memories. And perhaps most importantly, it created a full-circle moment connected directly to television history, because decades earlier, the Beatles made their historic American debut in that exact same theater, the Ed Sullivan Theater. One performance changed music history forever. And now, more than half a century later, Paul McCartney returned to the same stage to help close one of America's biggest late-night shows. Viewers online instantly recognized the symbolism. Social media users called it perfect. Others described it as beautifully poetic. And clips from the performance quickly spread across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and X, the gift that made fans emotional. But that wasn't the only emotional moment. During the show, Paul McCartney surprised Stephen Colbert with a framed signed photograph connected to the Beatles' original Ed Sullivan appearance. And according to viewers inside the theater, Colbert appeared genuinely touched. The audience reacted emotionally. And online fans immediately started calling the moment legendary. Because for longtime music fans, the photograph represented much more than just a gift. It symbolized generations of entertainment history. From the Beatles to David Letterman to Stephen Colbert, the Ed Sullivan Theater had witnessed decades of iconic television moments. And now another chapter was officially ending. Social media exploded within minutes of the finale airing. Social media completely exploded. Hashtags related to Stephen Colbert began trending nationwide. Clips from the finale spread rapidly online that fans uploaded emotional reactions. Comment sections filled with nostalgia. And millions of people started sharing their favorite memories from the show. Some viewers posted clips of classic interviews. Others remembered famous monologues. And many fans talked about how Colbert's humor helped them survive stressful years. In American politics, one viral comment read, "Late night TV will never feel the same again." Another viewer posted, "This feels like saying goodbye to part of my daily life." And honestly, that emotional reaction was happening everywhere. Because regardless of politics, Stephen Colbert became deeply connected to American pop culture. His show influenced conversations, created viral moments, and shaped the tone of modern late-night television. But while many fans felt emotional, others focused on a completely different issue, the controversy surrounding the cancellation itself. The controversy around the cancellation, and now people are asking one major question. How did this actually happen? How does one of the most recognizable late-night shows suddenly disappear? CBS insists the answer is simple. Money. The network described the decision as financial. But critics immediately challenged that explanation, because for years, Colbert's monologues frequently criticized Donald Trump and his administration. His jokes regularly went viral. His political commentary often dominated headlines. And naturally, that created both strong supporters and strong critics. Soon after the finale aired, Donald Trump himself reacted publicly, posting online, "Thank goodness he's finally gone." That reaction immediately went viral. Supporters celebrated. Critics responded angrily. And once again, the conversation surrounding The Late Show became deeply political. Some people argued the show had become too political over the years. Others argued political satire was exactly what made it successful. And suddenly, the finale transformed from entertainment news into a much larger cultural debate. The legacy of Stephen Colbert. Truly understand why this finale became such a huge story, you first need to understand Stephen Colbert's impact. When he took over The Late Show in 2015, after David Letterman retired, many people were unsure what would happen. Replacing a television legend is never easy, and expectations were incredibly high. At first, some critics questioned whether Colbert's style would work, but over time, he built his own identity. His monologues became sharper. His interviews became more personal, and during major politic